Okay, so if you're a creator, maybe a marketer, or honestly just spend way too much time scrolling, it's obvious the whole digital media world looks different now, thanks to short-form video.
Totally reshaped. TikTok, Reels, Shorts, they've changed the game.
Right. So today, let's really dive into some sources, dissect the tech shifts, the strategies, what's really driving this, attention exchange.
Yeah, and how the big platforms are fighting it out.
Exactly. And maybe most importantly, why the basic view, just watching something, why that metric is pretty much obsolete now. Let's unpack this.
It's a great place to start. That's the core conflict, really. Each platform is playing to its strengths, and the algorithms, well, they want different things depending on where you post.
Okay, let's talk algorithms then, starting with the big one, TikTok, the For You page, the FYP. We hear it's about content-centric virality. So if it's not about how many followers you have, what is the ranking engine actually looking for?
It's looking for granular implicit feedback. Sounds a bit technical, I know.
Yeah, break that down.
It just means the algorithm cares more about what you do implicitly than what you say explicitly, like hitting the number one signal, watch time, and completion rate.
No.
If you watch a quick 15-second video all the way through, or even twice, that tells the algorithm way more about genuine interest than just a quick tap on the like button. It's weighted much, much higher.
Got it. So it's deeper engagement, even if passive.
Yeah.
But the competitors, Reels and Shorts, they aren't just copying TikTok, are they? They seem to be using their own advantages. They're sort of platform moats.
Exactly. Take Instagram Reels. It leans heavily on its existing social graph.
Meaning?
Meaning who you already follow, your friends, your connections. It prioritizes stuff from people you know, leveraging those social bonds. And of course, it's tightly woven into Instagram's shopping and commerce features.
Right. The commerce angle is huge there. And YouTube Shorts. Feels like a different beast altogether.
It really is. It's plugged directly into the massive YouTube ecosystem, the long-form videos, and crucially, YouTube's powerful search function.
Oh, interesting. So discoverability works differently.
Yeah. If you optimize your titles, your hashtags on a short, it can be found through search way longer. It gives the content a much longer kind of shelf life compared to the super trend-driven stuff you see elsewhere. It can actually fuel channel growth over time.
Okay, so different algorithms, different platform strengths.
Yeah.
But what about how we behave?
Yeah.
That infinite scroll, it changes things, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It encourages this very passive consumption. Just swipe, swipe, swipe.
And that's where the simple view metric starts to fall apart.
Precisely. It becomes almost meaningless. A
Yeah.
pure vanity metric. Did they really watch it, or did their thumb just flick past it? It tells you almost nothing about genuine interest or intent.
So if views are out, what's in? What do the platforms actually value now?
They're forced to reward active endorsements, explicit actions. If you want the algorithm to notice you, you need what some sources call Tier 1 metrics.
Okay, like what?
Top tier, shares and saves. Think about it. A share is like a personal recommendation, an organic word-of-mouth boost. A save signals high utility. This is so useful or interesting, I need to come back to it later. These are strong signals of real value.
That makes total sense. Shares and saves show actual impact. So for creators listening, how do you know if you're hitting that mark? Is there a benchmark?
Yeah, the sources often point to a common benchmark for a sort of good like-to-view ratio being around 1.0, so 10%.
10%? Wow.
Right. If you're getting significantly less than one, like for every 10 views, it suggests your content isn't generating that needed level of active engagement, that intent.
Yeah.
The algorithm probably won't push it as hard.
This feels like it requires a whole new strategy then.
It absolutely does. And actually, the source material uses this really neat financial analogy.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, so think about your big, high-effort content, your detailed tutorials, your long podcast deep dives, your in-depth YouTube videos. That's your underlying asset.
Like the core value, the foundation.
Exactly. It's the bedrock. It holds the intrinsic value and establishes your authority.
Okay, I'm with you. So where does short form fit in?
Short-form video, that functions like a derivative instrument.
A derivative?
Yeah.
Like in finance?
Yeah. You use it for leverage massive reach, quickly, relatively cheaply, get your ideas out there fast, but maybe even more valuable. You use it for hedging.
Hedging? How?
You de-risk your big content investments before you spend hours or big money producing that huge video or podcast series. You test the waters, put out some short clips, some related ideas, see what resonates. If a short clip bombs, maybe don't invest heavily in that full topic. It's risk reduction.
That's smart. Test the market before you go all in. So how do you execute that tactically?
The tactic is called content atomization. Basically, you systematically break down one big, high-value pillar piece of content, your underlying asset, into lots of smaller atomic pieces.
Little bits.
Little bits, yeah. Tailored specifically for distribution across TikTok, Reels, Shorts, maybe even quote cards for Twitter or LinkedIn. You maximize the return on investment for that initial big piece of work. Squeeze every drop of value out of it.
Okay, pulling it all together then, what's the bottom line for, anyone trying to navigate this?
Well, the core things are understand that different platforms reward different things. Don't just copy paste. And critically, active engagement shares, saves, real interaction absolutely crushes the passive view in terms of value. Oh, and you need that derivative strategy, atomizing your content, to be efficient.
Makes sense. And maybe a final thought. If platforms are volatile and algorithms change, relying only on them feels risky, right?
That's the bigger strategic point. The real long game, arguably, is shifting away from just chasing rented attention on these platforms.
The rented attention, I like that.
Yeah. The goal should be to use these platforms to find your true fans, your dedicated audience, and then migrate them somewhere you own.
Like an email list or a private community.
Yeah. Exactly. An owned platform. That's how you build a truly sustainable, long-term business or brand that isn't entirely dependent on the whims of the next algorithm update. That feels like the ultimate goal here.